Price, I don't wanna less up. Back up them choppers if they try to test us. Now you know ain't no rest of the bag full. You want smoke, I got backwoods. Really do it, I don't gotta act hood. I know shorty a baddie, but act good. And you don't want be the one flex on the gang and get turned to a t-shirt. Double back on your block, ain't no revert.
Welcome back to my channel. That might have been anything but it's a fucking introduction. But hey, what's up? Only y'all know the fact that I just came from taking a shower with my peep. You know, had a great shower, washed the shit out my hair, and I hopped back into my room, and I had left the window open because of some whole little thing. I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want to make this a long ass video. But window's open. I walk in and there's a cat, literally right in the little crack shit, and then he runs out, and I'm like, my nigga, what the fuck am I about to do? Like, for real, there's a whole cat in my room. The only way out is this little ass window that's all the way up there. So with that being said, I don't know, but pretty sure he like ran out when I ran out, and then I don't hear no cat in my room, so that's that. So with that being said, let me get into my story. It's me, Nat, back in the building. You know the vibes. But basically, as you can see from the title of the story, I'm gonna be talking about, basically, I don't know if you guys have seen my channel already. Look through it. If you haven't, if you're new, and you wanna see kind of what I'm talking about, there's a video I made. It was like a rap, a song where I was like, ex nigga, your ex nigga wanna get right next to me. I'm not promoting the song. I just made it because I was bored, and I made it after the fact that we fought. But if you had seen that video, basically the reason why was because there's this girl who I became friends with, and we're gonna call her Maya. I had fought her already twice. You know, not the same day, like, but basically like 2 rounds, basically. Well, I beat her up twice, and we realized that like our beef wasn't really like beef, you feel me? We just wanted to fight because everybody was gassing our head up at the time. So, you know, we had each other on social media, and then, you know, we ended up linking up way far along the line after that fight. And then, you know, my ass had to learn the lesson of don't become friends with bitches you beef with, which I have done on a couple occasions. And now, at this point in my life, I've kind of understood to keep the people who are going to always be hating ass bitches, keep them to be hating ass bitches over there. And she had, at the time, been dealing with her ex nigga, which we're gonna name him. What about QB? We're gonna call him QB for like, cause we're just gonna call him QB cause Queen's bum, cause he's a Queen's bum. So with that being said, they had the typical toxic relationship, you know. So she had broken up with QB and started dating a boy named Darren. And so Darren, he's a hood nigga who you wouldn't approach, you feel me? But he was my friend's boyfriend, so, you know, we just became cool, kind of, I guess. I wouldn't even say we had a relationship, you know, we just knew of each other, and he didn't treat me no type of way. So how he treated her, I mean, personally, from what I seen and from what I recall and what I remember, is that he wasn't a bad boyfriend to her. I can never say that, and I don't think she ever complained about him. The only time she complained is when she wanted to be selfish about how she didn't want to be with him because she wanted to be with QB, and that was just personally her. So, I was wondering what I'm spraying in my hair. It's a glosser. And I don't know, I be feeling like my hair gets very frizzy. So I'm just gonna spray it in and let it soak in. After my hair dries, it's just really soft. So you could try this out if you want. But yeah. So fast forward to, it was around the time, well, this wasn't too long ago, but I was in the beginning of senior year. She completely had cut off Darren. She stopped fucking with him. She didn't like him, wanted nothing to do with him. to go fuck with QB. One day I'm at school and I'm looking at my phone. You know, I go through my DMs and I see someone had DM'd me and they were replying to my story. So I went to go look at it. And I didn't even peep the username at first because just, you know, people be hitting me up and I just either say like, you know, hard eyes things or like a heart or whatever the case is, you know. It said like, I don't know, he just had swiped up and had said hard eyes. And then I replied like, thanks. And then I wish I had the text to it, but I deleted it because when I'm over situations, I want nothing to do with it anymore. So I delete the whole thing to do with it. Moral of the story, throughout that conversation, he had brought up and said, oh, are you still friends with the little idiot? And I didn't know it was even he at the time, so I was like, who the fuck is this? And that's when I went to go click on the page. And then I'm like, oh, it's so-and-so. Nah, yeah, I'm still friends with Shorty. So he had basically given me vibes over text that we was like, oh, I would have thought you would have caught on that this bitch was not really your friend. And so before we even got deep into the conversation, I had spoke to a girl who we were both friends with at the time. Guess they wanted to call me their best friend at the time, and I wasn't really jacking it. Now I am friends with the other girl who I kind of blew up the situation in a way. Bumped into each other in the hallways. And I had told her like, oh, look who texted me. And then she was like, oh, like, that's her ex. We don't do those. So I'm like, I feel like I understand, like, fully, like, girl code, don't text the girl's ex. And like, you know, but with him giving me that kind of illusion that this bitch wasn't my friend, of course anyone's gonna keep wanting to further the conversation. So as I did, I furthered the conversation with him, and she got out of school before me, so she had went to her house, and then she had brought it up to her because that was her best friend at the time. She brought it up to her, and then I'm just getting out of school, and I look at my phone, and there's mad texts. This bitch was blowing up my phone because she didn't have her phone at the time because Shorty wanted to give her phone to QB so that she could keep in contact with him when he's OT. You have to give your nigga your phone so that you can keep in contact. But once again, that's none of my business, not my life, not my story. I'm just like seeing these texts, and mind you, they haven't even seen the full conversation, because even after that conversation had happened, I had said in the text, I was like, honestly, because he did try to talk to me, so then I'm like, honestly, she's like a best friend to me, so I wouldn't even do that to her. So we left it at that, and then she didn't even see the full text, and she's blowing up my phone on some disrespectful shit. So I'm like, all right, now you're bugging. Like, no, bitch, you just bugged out, called me out my name, was calling me a hoe, telling me to, like, all types of suck my dicks, and, like, the person I am is, once I feel like you disrespected me, I'm just not gonna jack it. And she was judging my character, so I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I never had no situations with her throughout the friendship, so I was just confused by that. We was all arguing for mad long about this shit. So fast forward to 2 days later after, I was like, okay, these bitches have me fucked up. How I perceive it is, they're probably gonna tell the story and get it fucking wrong, because I was not trying to fuck with her ex nigga. I did not even attempt to. I explained we were friends, and it just made no sense to me. So then I come to the point where I'm like, I told to the girl who we were both friends with, I'm like, tell her it's on site. So then her friend was like, oh, well, if it's on site, then you need to tell her, and So I was annoyed. So I went in DM Shorty, and I was like, she don't want to tell you, but it's on site. So then after that, she goes, okay, so pull up. So I pull up, and it's like 9 o'clock at night, and I walked like 10, 11 minutes. You're mad, and you feel like teaching bitches a lesson. So, mind you, I do not condone in violence. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you go fight everybody, but when it comes to a point where you don't want to have someone who you're cool with sitting here trying to act like you was trying to violate them. I just don't like that type of shit. Met up on a block, and then, you know, I would have recorded it, but, you know, in the time, in the moment, you know, you just want to fight the bitch. So I pull up, we fight, we're fighting. This bitch, I'm on top of her. My stomach, I guess, is near her mouth, and this fucking bitch bites me. So I'm looking at this bitch, and I'm like, never did you just bite me. So I'm looking at this bitch bite me. I'm like, bro, you must be losing because, bitch, why are you biting me? What the fuck? Bro, mind you, this bitch got suspended from school. She wasn't in my senior class. Well, she's in my senior class, but, like, she's not in my school because she got expelled for biting a security guard. I didn't think I had to pull up and be like, yo, don't bite me. But, damn, the bitch bit me. We still fighting after that, and then some guy comes outside, and he's just like, ladies, and I'm like, yo, get the fuck off me, because I don't know if you want to get arrested, but I don't. So it's either get the fuck off me or get the fuck off me, because I don't want to get arrested tonight. We're still fighting, kind of, and then she gets off me, and then, you know, get up, shake it off, walk away. So I walk home, and yeah, that's the story, guys. Then after that, to come to find out that she was dead ass talking mad shit about me when she was dating Darren. And it's just weird to me. Like, bitch, if you didn't like me, then you shouldn't have even fucking tried to be cool with me. And I'm not even fiending about the situation. I'm just telling a story because, you know, I want to entertain people. But let's say she come across this video, I just didn't understand that, bitch. I didn't want the nigga. I told him we was friends, and you still went about your way to just... I just don't like when people act like that, and I feel like if you act like that, you need to get beat up.